Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, Sas here. I'm here to do the review of Love and Hip Hop New York. It was an okay episode. I mean, nothing spectacular. Let's get into it. Oh, before I get started, next week there may not be a Love and Hip Hop review. I have to go to the dentist on Monday. I got some dental work to be done. I'm going to be Novocained up. So, my appointment's at 8:15 in the morning, and it may not, my mouth may not be working with me, so I may not put one up next week. I mean, I may try to put one up Tuesday, but I don't know. Y'all know how dental work is. That just, your mouth is all numb, you can barely talk. So anyway, just so you know, it may not be one up next week. But let's talk about today. So let's start off with Yandy. Okay, Yandy has opened up her home to a young girl, 16-year-old girl. The girl was having problems with her foster home. Apparently she comes from a terrible home situation. And Yandy is there, to help. So Yandy was like, all right, you get along with my kids. I adore you. My kids adore you. Come home with me. Stay with, me. So the young lady did. Yandy has said that she was trying to contact her care worker, Department of Social Services. No one is answering their phone. So she was like, okay, well, let's keep doing what we're doing. Well, Jonathan comes over. And so Jonathan was like, oh, you got a new addition, to your home. And they were talking. And then Yandy was like, yeah, I've been trying to contact her worker and DSS, and no one is returning my call. And so he was like, girl, you can't just be having this girl here live and no one has been notified or contacted. It's basically like you kidnapping this child. She is a ward of the state. You gotta let somebody know that she's here. You're not a legal guardian, so she just can't be saying you just snatched some kid off of the street. So he didn't say that, but of course she didn't do that. But there is proper channels that you have to go through, and she did attempt to do that, but nobody was taking her calls. So she finally got in touch with somebody. She finally got in touch with her worker, and her worker was like, well, we have to go through the proper channels, and we're going to have to take her from your home until we say that it's okay for her to stay. So, Yandy sat this young lady down, and she told her, you can't stay here any longer. You're going to have to go into a group home. And that was so sad, because this girl seemed like she was having the time of her life. She enjoys Yandy. She enjoys Yandy's kids. I'm sure she felt safe there, structure, and now she has to go back to this group home, and what a terrible, terrible situation. But I have a quick story to tell you. One of my co-workers, she's not my co-worker anymore. She's done quit. But anyway, she had an empty nest syndrome, and her two kids had left the house. She felt lonely, so she wanted to become a foster mother, and she was like helping out little babies and young kids. Well, she got in her head, let me get a teenager. So she got a 16-year-old girl she kept running away from home, and every foster home she was in, she ran away. No one would keep her. She was in and out of a juvenile detention center. I mean, this girl was all over the place. So the second night this girl was there, my co-worker got up. She sat on her front porch having her some good old cup of coffee. She looked and she said, my car is gone. Honey, she said her car was gone. She was frantic, okay? So she runs in the house, she runs into the room, and she notices that the 16-year-old girl is gone as well. And she was like, this heifer done stole my car. Not only did she steal her car, she took her wallet, okay? So like, and guess what else she stole? At first I thought, oh my God, she took one of your guns. Because, honey, this woman was a gun carrier, okay? And she was like, no. She said, she took my cereal. I said, cereal? I said, seriously, girl, you getting bent out of shape over some Apple Jacks? And she said, She said, it wasn't no Apple Jacks. She said, it was Raisin Bran. I said, what? I said, you upset over old people's food? I said, what 16-year-old girl do you know will steal some Raisin Bran? I said, she was going for the jugular. She gonna make sure you didn't have no wheels and no cereal. She gonna make sure you stayed constipated. Oh my God. Honey, she was upset over that Raisin Bran. I would never forget it. Oh, anyway. So the young girl had to go into the group home, and it was a heartbreaking scene. All right, let's talk about Sydney and Nayali. All right. Now, Sydney, she wants to be a hip-hop star so bad. I mean, this is what she wants, okay? She has been working on this, and so they're like, yeah, Nayali can help you, okay? She can guide you into look, she can make you better. You know, your clothing, the way you talk. She can even help you with some, rapping. Anyway, so they meet up, and honey, Nayali had all these clothes out there, and Sydney was like, this is not my style. I do not dress like this, and then, of course, Sydney brings up the transgender thing, and so, of course, her and Nayali get back and forth, and so Sydney looked at her and said, how is she going to stand there and tell me how I should dress? And I agree. Honey, Nayali is standing there with a one-piece tight jumpsuit with a fanny pack. Honey, she looked like uncooked chicken. And you going to tell me how to dress? No, sugar. No. So they're going back and forth. Here comes Jaquay. Jaquay's like, okay, what's going on? How, what's working out? Of course, they're going back and forth. And Nayali is saying, look, Sydney's not working with me. So Sydney gave in. She put on a real cute dress. But again, that's not Sydney's style. Okay? Just put a little bit of Nayali style, a little bit of Sydney style, and you'll be cute. But anyway, child, as we see next week, it didn't work out. So that's them too. All right, let's talk about Sin and Joe Budden. Y'all, I'm tired of hearing about them. I'm tired of talking about them. I know Sin is going through a hard time with this postpartum depression. She cannot get Joe Budden to understand. She just cannot get him to understand. So Joe Budden, of course, is doing his show, and Remy Ma is a co-host. And so, of course, he asked Remy Ma about it. And he was like, is there any way you can talk to Sin? And she was like, you want me to talk to Sin? And he was like, look, she's depressed. It's postpartum. I don't know what to tell her. He said, we done had a talk. It's not doing any good. Can you help me out? So, of course, Remy was like, of course. So she goes and meet with Sin. And at first, Sin was like, why you got this woman talking to me? I want you, my friend, to talk to me. I don't want to hear none, Remy has to say. But of course she sat there and she listened, and Remy is saying the same thing that everybody else is saying. You need to talk to your husband, okay? Unplug your cell phone, stay off of social media, and just have a day together and just talk. And so of course Sin was like, I was trying to do, I'm trying to talk to him, but he don't understand. So she goes to Joe Budden, and Joe Budden was like, did you talk to Remy? And so she was like, yeah, we had a great talk. And, Remy was telling us that we need to unplug, that we need to just, sit down and talk, without the cell phones. And so Joe Budden was like, wait a minute. I wanted Remy to talk to her about her depression and how she ain't talking about her depression. But here we are. That ain't what happened. So Joe Budden said, are you depressed? And so she was like, yes. She was like, yes, I'm depressed. I need you though. I need you to understand what I'm going through. And so he was like, look, you need to go to a therapist. And she was like, you think that's it? She said, you think I need to go to a therapist? You think I need to go to a doctor? And they just gonna pump me up full of pills? She said, that's not what I need. She said, I need your support. I need you to listen to me. And it's just around and around and around we go. I think she definitely needs a therapist. But I also think that she needs for Joe Budden to understand where she's coming from. And Joe Budden is just like, he's just not there, girl. He's just not there to hear you, to listen to you, to guide you. Not right now. He thinks you need to talk to a therapist, and maybe you do. So, that's it with them two. All right, let's talk about Safaree. Now, Safaree has been, someone reached out to him, a sex toy company, because apparently someone leaked that video of his penis dancing. Honey, y'all seen that video? Y'all see that? Honey, that penis was jumping. I'm telling you, honey, as my friend saw it and said, honey, that penis had a mind of its own. And yes, it did. Lord. Whew. Lord. So apparently somebody seen that, and so they reached out to him and was like, look, we want to meet with you. We want to make a mold of that said penis. So come and meet with us. So, he's talking to Papoose and Remy. And so Papoose was like, look, yo, I don't think you need to do it. If you want to be taken serious in the rap business, in the rap game, and you're going to do this, he was like, ain't nobody going to be taking you seriously knowing that your penis is out there in these stores and it's a mold up. Who's going to take you serious? And so Remy was like, wait a minute now. I don't think it's a bad idea. In fact, I think it's a good look. I mean, hey, it's money, okay? It ain't nothing wrong with it. Make that change. So, Safaree was like, well, I've already done signed it. And so they were like, what? And so Remy was like, Safaree, you did not sign that contract. And he was like, well, yeah, I did. And she was like, oh my God. She was like, you have to read over everything, every word, every period, every exclamation point. You need an attorney to look it over. What is wrong with you? These people can take huge advantage of you. And here you are just signing your life away. And he was like, look, well, it's too late now. I'm going to meet with them in Los Angeles, and it is what it is. So he goes to Los Angeles. He has his manager with him. And so the sex toy company they seemed like, hey, we're here to work with you. Whatever I need for you to do. You don't even have to be fully hard. You can be semi-hard, and we can work with that. I said, Jesus. So I was like, how much money are we talking? And they said, well, you can make anywhere between 6 and 7 figures. Did y'all hear me? Y'all didn't hear me. Did y'all hear that? 6 to 7 figures he can make off his penis jumping. And so Safaree was like, oh, okay. So they were talking about, it's not just, the penises, people are asking about harnesses. Harness? And I'm including that strap-ons. I'm like, child, Safaree about to be paid. Forget the rap game. I don't even know you for the rap news. I mean, you was with Nicki Minaj. Child. Okay. So, anyway, he met up, and that's how it went. Okay. Are those penises at the stores now? Because I'm asking for a friend. Just for a friend. That's all I'm asking for a friend. Alright, is that it, y'all? Did I talk about everybody? Yandy, Safaree, Sin and Joe, Sydney, and Nayali. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, guys, that's it. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends, bye.